Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time to take care of a whole bunch of side quests around Camp Cloudtop, Ishgard, and Falcon's Nest. At least I'm hoping we'll be able to get to Ishgard and Falcon's Nest as well. We've got a lot of quests to do. We'll see how far we actually get. Alright, let's see. Today we're going to be starting with our minion roulette. I've got my recommendations window open so we can keep track of the side quests. We got the Puff of Darkness as our minion. And what job do I want to go as? Astrologian is almost a 52. Dark Knight's pretty far. Machinist is almost a 52. Let's go as Dark Knight. Get it some experience. We're coming up soon on the level 52 main story quest. We want to start getting our jobs up to 52 pretty quickly. We still got about a week before we hit there, but we're getting there. Okay, let's see. Let's start with... what quest do we want to do first? We've got 4 available. I want to save the blue quest for last, I think, since blue quests tend to be pretty major and have important things attached to them. I was going to say while we're in the area, I could probably try and grab some ether currents, but I do want to save that for main story episodes. You know what? We've got a quest up here. Let's do the quest up here first. Yeah, I want to save ether currents for main story episodes, since those are rather major and I don't want to hide them away on a side quest episode that people might skip. Now, the blue quests that give additional ether currents, like Clipped Wings, I'm pretty sure is going to give ether currents. Those I'm fine with doing in side quest episodes because those are side quests. And hopefully at this point people generally understand that blue quests have important rewards. Alright, Caribou! What do you got for us? Caribou is taking stock at the pumpkin patch, but with an odd sense of dejection. Looking for work, are you? Then you've come to the right place. The name's Caribou, and I have the honor of serving Lady Lanier. When I'm free of duty, I try to make myself useful by helping out with the farm work, as I am now. Of late, we've been having a problem with wild Gastornis. You might recognize them as the colorful Dodo creatures you've seen about the place. Try as we might to keep them away, they always manage to get at our crops before we can harvest them. It would mean much to the camp if you could dispatch some of them. 3 should be sufficient, I think. Also, if it's not too much trouble, would you mind bringing back some of the meat from the beasts who fell? No sense in letting perfectly good poultry go to waste. Alright, sounds reasonable enough. Let's go kill some Gastornis, collect their meat, and bring it back. Alright, it would not be safe to jump down, obviously, but would it kill me to jump down? Yep, I always forget that I have a really bad fear of heights that applies to video games too. Whenever I jump off a cliff, you're gonna hear me gasp like shortly after. Usually, not always, but usually. That is my fear of heights kicking in. I'm not great with... it's more of a fear of falling, but you get it. I don't like it. Listen, falling will kill you in real life. I don't enjoy the idea of not being alive. Or rather, it's the idea of dying that terrifies me. Not being alive, that's just sleeping. And then also really boring because you don't get to be awake later. So not scary but sucks, versus dying, which is genuinely terrifying. Alright. Let's go ahead and take care of these Gastornises. One more after you. And start making our way over to the third one. This one's closest. Alright, and I wanted to try and start keeping my camera zoomed in a little bit better. Haven't been great about that. Oh my god, we're in freaking sea of clouds. I can switch over to lighter clothing. I'll do that when we get back up towards the aetheryte. Alright, hiking we go. Oh, they meowed at me. The Gala cats are so cute. I love them. Now, it's only 4 quests listed in the Sea of Clouds right now. I'm a little surprised at that because my list has... you know what? There's probably going to be a lengthy quest chain. That's probably going to be where most of them come from, because I know my quest list says there's a lot more in the 50 to 51 range. Oh? You having fun chasing that sheep? I do very much enjoy seeing the random little NPC interactions that they sneak in every now and then. Okay, let's switch clothing. Alright, Caribou, I bring you Dodo meat. You've taken care of the Gastornis? Splendid. Were you able to procure the meat as well? I was. I got 3 thighs. My thanks, friend. My men will be glad for this bounty of fresh meat. Salted meats are perfectly fine in moderation, but we often long for foods with a bit more flavor. And thanks to you, we have struck 2 birds with 1 stone. Our men have fresh meat for the fire, and we have earned a respite from the Gastornis. Alright. Next up. I think... bargaining chips most likely going to lead to a quest chain, judging from my quest log. Because I'm seeing a lot of quests from the same NPC, which probably indicates, you know, a quest chain. So we're gonna do made to order first, and where is that one? Fair enough. Right down at the Rose House. Really? You're not gonna let me jump off? Okay. Someday we'll get a mount speed increase in this area. Someday. I actually will eventually show how you get mount speed increases from Heavensward onwards, because they actually did change it. It's no longer purely tied to like story progress. Well, I mean, it never was. You got the 2nd tier from your from doing the weekly hunt. You know what? I might as well just say that. Yeah, mount speed increases from Heavensward onwards. Wait, there's 2 tiers? Maybe there still is an upgrade from the main story. Interesting. But I do know that, you know what? Never mind. Maybe I was wrong. From one of the expansions onwards, they no longer give mount speed increases from doing main story, but they only give it from the weekly hunt or the daily hunt. I might be thinking of the next expansion where they switch purely to that. I thought they got rid of the main story tied mount speed increases in Heavensward, but I suppose not. Though the Rose Knight cook seems exhausted, the fire in her eyes tell of work to be done. Hello there, Missy. No doubt you have important work to attend to. Well, we all have a part to play. As a matter of fact, I should be handing out these meals, but these old bones don't move like they used to. But as I said, we all have a part to play, and I can't very well keep the good men and women of Camp Cloudtop waiting. I don't suppose you'd be willing to make a few deliveries in my stead, would you? The packages are clearly labeled. I can't offer much, but I will compensate you for your trouble. Sounds good. Let's go deliver some meals. Looks like we got a good 3 of them to deliver. Alright, Lanier's getting a meal. Hello. Ah, Satora, to what do I owe the honor of your presence this fine morning? I've got a packed meal just for you. A delivery from the cook. I was all but certain there would be none today. You have my thanks, and give her my best regards. Damn, no confidence. Alright, I'm going to assume there's going to be one coming upstairs here. Yeah, here we go. Hello, Marielle. Ah, Mistress Lonzi, can I help you with something? I have a meal for you. The puff of darkness is on my shoulder. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, it's perching. Look at that. Oh, a meal from the cook. Why did she not come herself? Well, no matter. My thanks to you both. Okay, last one. Maybe over here, but I feel like it's more likely going to be below us. I'm not seeing anybody over here, so it's almost certainly below us. Oh no, I was right actually. It's over here. Hello, Gildan. Whatever it is, make it quick. I cannot leave my post unattended for long. I got you a packed meal. Oh, a meal from the cook. That she makes such fine cuisine from seemingly deplorable rations is nothing short of a miracle. Thank you, miss. My compliments to the chef. Alright, and you're gonna have our bargaining chip quest, so we'll be back for you shortly. So good to know where you're at. Alright, let's go hand this in. Hello there, Rose Knight Cook. I have good news for you. All the meals were delivered. Welcome back. I take it by your empty hands, their meals have been delivered. Excellent. Short though the trip may be, a few fulms feels like mulms at my age. It's worth it to see their smiling faces, though. I know they say I should take things easy, but age is no excuse for letting up with my duties. I won't deny I've had second thoughts about staying, what with a thinner air here in the Sea of Clouds and all. But if you tried their cooking, no one should have to suffer such unsavory fare, and they won't so long as I'm here. Well, I highly respect that you are doing your best to help out. Alright, what do we want? Determination critical hits pretty good. Let's go the buttons in a blanket. Alright, next up, let's do bargaining chip, and the last thing we'll do before we leave Camp Cloudtop is clipped wings. Alright, hello there, Gildan. Gildan seeks an adventure of exceptional renown. I say, are you not the ward of House Fortom I've heard so much about? Perfect, I have need of an adventure of such repute. God, reading, hard for me. There is increasing evidence in recent years that I have or am developing dyslexia, which is unfortunate. But you know what? It's fine. At least as long as I can read, I'm happy. You see, Camp Cloudtop is a post for those who have, let us say, served beyond their usefulness. We do what we can to make the best of it, but I know the others are disheartened and that they take no pride in their duties. Though this place has robbed them of their vigor, they are yet proud men of House Halinar, and I refuse to let their spirits sour and their blades grow dull. How to do this has become my foremost concern. And then it dawned upon me, we must improve the quality of food. Think about it, what morale can you expect of troops denied a hearty breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Surely better meals would go a long way in rekindling their spirits. But Faberlay, our camp's quartermaster, would never hear of it, at least not from me. But if he were to hear it from you, an adventurer with your background, he would have to at least take it into consideration. I beg you, please speak some sense into him, for the camp. Alright then. Let's see if we can't get an overall improvement in the meals in this place. With sincere apologies to the Rose Knight chef that we were just helping minutes ago. Who probably would be relieved, honestly, to hear that somebody else is working to improve meals as well, so she doesn't have to do all the work herself. Of course, not to imply she doesn't enjoy doing her job, she clearly does, but also, she's also mentioned that she is kind of at retirement age, and would, I think she would probably enjoy having a break. Alright, back to Faberlay. All the way up to Camp Cloudtop itself. Does it have to be so far away, though? I guess it's not that long of a trek. Really, I just wish I had the mount speed increase. Alright, Faberlay, hello. You want what for this camp? Heartier meals? Don't tell me Gildan sent you, didn't he? It is no small fee having supplies shipped here, you know. Even the wealthiest nobles would be hard-pressed to afford constant deliveries of fresh foods to a place such as this. It simply cannot be done. If he's so dissatisfied with our provisions, he should forage and cook for himself. A number of our men are already doing just that. He always was one to overindulge in his eating, and I fear hunger is clouding his judgment. But he's mistaken if he thinks they can freely request shipments of goods as they please. Might I ask a favor of you? Cloudtop is known for a nutritious and surprisingly filling variety of mushroom. I'd like you to find one and give it to Gildan for me. Perhaps then he'll find a way to sate his appetite on his own and leave me be. You know what? That is fair. This is literally floating out in the sea of clouds. I can't imagine shipments are easy. So I will do what I can. And you know what? If he has to start foraging for himself, I'm foraging and cooking for himself, maybe he can end up foraging and cooking for everyone, and then everybody will be happy. Alright, let's see. Drop down here. Don't fall off the cliff. That would be embarrassing. Sir, what deadly flowers have you encountered? Even the flowers would want you dead, he says. Alright then, back to up here. Okay, so roughly where we were scouting out the Vanu scouting parties. We should be able to find those mushrooms. Oh, maybe that's why they were there in the first place. They weren't scouting us out, they were scouting out mushrooms. Hello, Pisces. Okay, so something interesting I learned recently. I'm on controller. I play on controller because that's just the way I play the game. I find controller most comfortable. Keyboard and mouse is very intimidating to me. I learned recently that there is tab targeting on controller. I am holding down right trigger and tapping left bumper. I am holding down left trigger and tapping right bumper. Right trigger, right bumper. Left trigger, left bumper. There's tab targeting on controller. That is so nice. All right, let's get ourselves that mushroom. But yeah, like, another one of those things where, like, that is a really nice feature. Why don't they tell us about it? There's a lot of really nice features on controller. Why don't they tell us about them? It's just kind of hidden away for people to discover on accident. I think I've had issues in the past where I've accidentally mistargeted onto a different enemy that I wasn't intending. It could very well be that I was accidentally tab targeting. It's so funny. Okay, well, Gildan, I was not able to get new rations for you, but I do have a mushroom. Maybe this will inspire you. Here you are, Gildan. So, how did you fare? Do you think Featherbrained has come around to see things our way? Not at all, but he did offer a solution. A mushroom found growing in Cloudtop. The Ishgardianite, who first discovered the queerly shaped fungus and hence had the privilege of naming the new species, claims he had a slightly more clever name in mind but forgot it. So it's just a cloud mushroom now. My, what a delectable looking mushroom you have there. So round, so plump. I appreciate the offering, but what did you bring this to me? What a Featherbrained. Yeah, he's not able to do anything, but he did offer the foraging and cooking for yourself. He said, what? How absurd to think I would make such a request for selfish gains. The future of Camp Cloudtop is not to be taken lightly. That's not to say that I'm not hungry, mind you. I guess I cannot depend on him to help make change after all. I'll have to think of something else. Maybe sauteed mushrooms or mushroom soup. What? Oh, I'm merely thinking of meals for the men. Yes, of course. Uh-huh. Alright, Gildan, have you figured out how to forage and cook for yourself yet? Gildan requires aid that he may embolden his comrades. Ooh, and we get item level 115, so a downgrade, high quality earrings. If I cannot improve morale through food, then I'll have to take more drastic measures. Yes, some heroic feat to rally the men and enliven their spirits. As they say, it is the idle man who is the miserable man. And for a man of Ishgard, what could be more heroic than slaying a dragon? They say Camp Cloudtop is devoid of dragons, making it perfect for men of our lowly standing. But surely at least one dragon has found its way to this region, no? I cannot leave my post just yet, so I must ask that you take up the search until I am able. First, I suggest speaking with the men around camp for a lead. When you've tracked one down, report back to me. I shall gather the men and head out to slay the foul beast. I'm not sure if he actually does have his heart in the right place. I can't tell if he's like trying to frame a whole bunch of selfish requests as trying to improve the camp and the camp's morale. or if he genuinely is just like really clumsy in his way of thinking. And it's coming across as selfish. But it is coming across as selfish. I do see what Featherbrained means. Alright, well, let's go see if anyone has spotted a dragon. Given that the camp is not on high alert, I highly doubt this, but let's go see if anyone has spotted a dragon. Alright, so let's see. We got at least one person up on the ship, so we'll go there first. Then down to the main camp and over by the farms. And then we'll probably be able to jump off the cliff so we don't have to take the stairs. Alright, jumping first. When working to repair the protector, I cannot help but feel that something is watching us. Whoever or whatever it is, I wonder why they would concern themselves with a broken airship. Okay, so that's something. It could be just you're on edge because of, you know, the purpose of the camp is to watch for dragons. But also, it could very well be the case that you actually do sense something. Harmier, what do you got? You're looking for dragons? Ha! They wouldn't have assigned us here if they suspected danger. We have the Vanu to contend with from time to time, but even we can handle the likes of them. But now that I think about it, recently we've been finding what looked like the scraps of something feeding on the local wildlife. But surely it was not the work of a dragon, right? Okay, so there is something in the area. That's enough to confirm there is something in the area between that and the previous report. Caribou, hello again. Dragons here near Camp Cloudtop? I'm afraid you may be wasting your time. What business would dragons have here? Okay, so very few people suspect that there's actually dragons around. But there does seem to be something in the area because it's feeding on the wildlife. And also apparently watching the workers on the airship. Alright, back we go again. Let's see if we can't spy anything. Oh! Okay, a little bit further in than our trek to get the mushroom. Got it. Well, at the very least, we can figure out whatever has been feasting on the local wildlife. And that would probably reduce the danger to the camp. And that has to be a win, right? Alright, yeah, the more quests we have to do here, the more I'm thinking we're not going to be able to get the Ishgard and Kurth's Western Highlands today. That's fine, we will get to them soon enough. Ah! You know what? That is fair enough. Hello there, Vanu Scouts. Hey, so it seems there's a bit of a misunderstanding. At least one person thinks you're a dragon. Everything okay? You're not, like, planning to attack, right? No hard feelings about us breaking into your camp and stealing back your prisoner, right? Like... Or about the fact that we're a little bit freaked out about your primal? Like, everything's cool, right? Still no change. The field is calm, like, Alright, fine. We'll fight, but only because you want to fight. Did I pick up a Dreadworm Blade at some point? No. Oh, I got that from fighting... Okay. I picked up this new weapon from fighting, from when we finally cleared, Nail Van Darnus. Very glad I was able to get the, Dark Knight weapon out of that. Actually, it gives us skill speed. What's our skill speed at? 2.46? Oh, so close. Oh, so close. We don't need a 2.45 second GCD right now. That's not going to be relevant until much, much later. We need a lot more Dark Knight abilities before the 2.45 second rotation is relevant. But current Dark Knight at level 100, I'm feeling very comfy at 2.45 second GCD. Has a very nice loop of all of your abilities at level 100. To the point I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of my DPS for the sake of having that higher skill speed. Not really relevant for level 50, level 60 content, but it feels good. Alright, so no dragons, but I did kill a Vanu. How goes the search? Any word of dragons in Cloudtop? Absolutely nothing, just a Vanu scout. No dragons, only Vanu? Well, I expected as much to be sure, but I'm no less disappointed for it. What could they be watching? There's not here of interest save for the Protector, and even that is still in sore need of repairs. Did they perceive it to be a threat? At any rate, there is little glory won from a scuffle with Vanu. But mark my words, I will find a way to rekindle the fire in our men's hearts. Alright, what do I want? None of these are going to be useful for me, so I'm just gonna pick one and we'll probably desynth it. Alright! Next quest, Unclear Motives. Gildan seeks help to learn more of the Vanu's plans. Ooh, and we get food out of this one. Oh, Popoto pancakes are the only worthwhile food. Your timing is perfect as always. I was thinking of your recent encounter with the Vanu when I recalled reports from our men who patrol that area. They often catch the Vanu on higher ground in places that offer commanding views of the surrounding area. It is believed they are conducting routine surveillance, but to what end we know not. But I mean to find out, and I would have you assist me. Pray return to where you first sighted the Vanu and search for clues. Whatever they are scheming, we must know of it. Alright, let's go hiking, and I just remembered. While I was talking about the food, do we have? Yes, we've got 179 honey lemons. Give me that 3% experience buff from fighting enemies. Especially if it seems like they're going to be sending us out to fight a little bit more in these next few quests. It'll at least be something to help us catch up and experience a little bit. Alright, back we go up to where the Vanu was scouting. Let's go figure out what they are planning. No, calm down, Paisa. I'm not here for you. No need for that. Honestly, okay, as we're going through here, the texture work in this area already looks pretty good. Did the graphics update from 7.1 touch some of the textures from Heavensward? I thought they mostly focused on Realm Reborn areas. I guess if these are reused textures from A Realm Reborn, then yeah, the improvements would carry forward. But they probably haven't done like a manual touch over of this area. Still, nice to see that improvements to previous areas for the graphical update are improving later areas too. I was just thinking about that as we were riding around. Like that, the ground textures look pretty solid. Waiting is boring, like watching moss grow on rocks, but I must. What? Netherlings return to interfere again? Oh good, they just keep coming back. But why? What are you spying on? You're looking out this way, directly at the Protector is the only thing over there, other than the camp itself. Not bone. I was about to take off, but glad I noticed that. Alright then, let's bring this back. See what Gildan can make of it. A gnawed bone. Very interesting. And I did notice when we got Alphino's new Heavensward outfit, it looked like he was touched up quite a bit as well. They may have specifically gone through and updated all the like major NPCs in the 7.1 update just to make sure that they were all up to date. Since the major NPCs are, you know, important and constantly relevant and you're going to be seeing them a lot. Or maybe he just looks good from the graphics update in general and they haven't done the manual touch over. But I'm pretty sure there was mention of them focusing on major NPCs first. So I wouldn't be too surprised if his Heavensward outfit has already been updated. Alright, Gildan! I bring to you a gnawed bone. Good to see you returned safely, so tell me, what did you discover of the Vanu's plotting? The bite marks on this beastkin bone are arranged in a curious pattern that seems almost unnatural. So, not like they were nibbling on the meat on the bone on the meat. Meat the bone on? That is, if you know the joke I'm making, you know the joke I'm making. If you know, you know. Oh my, what have we here? There's a pattern of some sort etched into this bone, though it doesn't appear to be any manner of lettering. Perhaps they use bones like this to keep record of what they're observing from atop the cliffs. That would make sense. This could be the opportunity I've been looking for, the kindling to ignite the fires in the hearts of my men. We must delve further and get to the bottom of this. Alright, give me that Popoto pancakes, and what is your scheme to figure out their plot? Gildan is at a complete loss. You know, yeah, he hasn't seemed like the most capable sort. I've been doing most of the work. 3 sets of 14 lines. Okay, you know what? I take it back. He's doing some work. 2 crossed out entirely, the third halfway. But it's no use. I still haven't the foggiest what the markings on this bone could mean. I take it back again. He can't figure out any more than looking. Would you show it to the others? Perhaps they will know what to make of it. Fair enough. 3 sets of 14 lines. 2 crossed out entirely, the third halfway. That sounds like a calendar, almost. No, but wait. This world uses 8-day weeks. Not 7-day weeks, so this... I guess it's 3 sets of fortnights, possibly. Alright, Lanie, you have any ideas what this could mean? Satora, how good to see you. What can I do for you? I have an interesting gnawed bone for you. What does it mean? Seems to me that the scouts were counting something. The question is, what? I mean, yeah, that's what I was assuming. Fair enough, I suppose. Alright, what do we have up here? Marielle, what? Hold on, my throat has decided to rebel against me. Alright, I'm back. Had to go refill my water, but I should be good now, hopefully. Marielle, what do you have? Can I assist you with something? Yeah, I'm looking at this gnawed bone. Can you tell me what the markings mean, by chance? What an odd pattern. I've never seen its like. If it holds any meaning, I couldn't tell you. My apologies. Alright, well that's nothing. You know what? I've got plenty of ether I take. How good? 999. I've got basically infinite. I've got a whole inventory full of them. We can just use them. Who needs to walk all the way back every single time? So we are going to need to walk back to get to the Rose House, which is annoying, but oh well. Fraberlay, I have a strange bone for you. I have no time for idle chatter. Yeah, I'm investigating something. You might know, it might be helpful. It seems like the Vanu are plotting something or they're counting something. Do you have any idea what this could be? This isn't another of Gildan's errands, is it? I haven't time to waste entertaining his requests. A shipment of provisions should be arriving any moment. Alright, well, you've got nothing for us. All we can tell is they're counting something. My immediate instinct is they're counting, like, days, because rows of fortnights is what it seems like to me. But what days they're counting, I don't know. Though if they're watching the ship dock. You just mentioned that we're expecting a shipment of provisions. Hang on, how many markings were on the bone? 3 fortnights with the last one half crossed out? How frequent are the shipments of provisions? Ah, there you are. Did you learn anything of value? Not from them, but I started to have a theory, actually. A shipment of provisions, truly. Oh, how I've longed for a reprieve from salted meats. Didn't mean to get carried away. It's just that I often find myself counting the days and... There it is. Yep. Yep. They're going after our provisions. God damn it. By the Fury, that's it. The shipment is our target. How many times? I had a nice long break from anybody sending me a free company invite unprompted. The Vanu scouts must have been spying on our shipments. They know they come once a fortnight. But they couldn't care less about the foodstuffs. They made us seize the crystals and offer them up to the White Whale. Go and tell Faberlay what we discovered. I will speak with Lady Lanier. Well then, Faberlay is probably going to be regretting ignoring Gildan's little project here, huh? The good news is we have a lead. We know what they're plotting, or at least we have a reasonable suspicion. So we may be able to stop this before it happens. Faberlay, we've got a bit of an emergency. What is it now? Yeah, we believe the Vanu are going after our shipments of provisions. The Vanu mean to steal our crystals. I can't imagine how they intend to accomplish that. Well, if you truly believe there is merit to Gildan's claims, by all means, go to the Protector. The provisions are being unloaded as we speak. Oh god, that I got here just in time. What are they? That is true. This is right in the middle of the camp. They would have to get through everyone in order to get to the... Well, shit. I guess they got through everyone. Alright, get away from our provisions, please. Those are not for you. Okay. Are you okay, sir? What of the provisions? Well, hopefully they're still fine. The food looks good, but we should probably check on the crystals. All the provisions appear to be accounted for. Okay, we got there in time. Hey, Faberlay! You have done a terrible job. I'm kind of mad at you. Well, it would seem that the threat was indeed legitimate. Time and again you have risked your life to protect our camp, and for that you have my sincerest thanks. Ah, yes, you are right. 'Twas Gildan who uncovered the Vanu's plot. Perhaps a man of your intelligence could better serve House Halenar elsewhere. Should it be your desire, I could arrange for a transfer. Well, to think that I might one day salute you. I am honored, Lady Lanier. Truly I am, but with all due respect, I would rather remain in Camp Cloudtop. All I have ever wanted, is to rekindle our men's spirits. To see them walk with their heads held high once more. Were I to leave, that dream might never become a reality. But if I may, I do have one small request. All this running about has left me quite famished. Might we partake of the recovered provisions? A celebratory meal, or a celebratory snack, perhaps? Even now, all you can think of is your stomach. A snack, and a few casks of wine besides. Not much we can afford to spare, no? Aye, the men could do with a bit of meat and mead. Make sure they know that Gildan is to thank for it. Thank you, Lady Lanier. Thank you! Yeah, his heart's in the right place. He thinks with his stomach, but his heart is in the right place, and that counts for a lot. Let's get some spell speed. Alright, that is the end of Gildan's questline, which means we have just one more left in the area, and that is Clipped Wings, which I believe is a short questline of its own. Blue quests that give ether currents typically lead into a questline, which sometimes leads into interesting things down the line. I want to say this one is going to be important for some post-game content. So let's go take care of it and do our double duty, get an ether current and also set up some post-game content. Alright then, Lanier, you have clipped wings for us. And yeah, I'm looking at the time, there is no possible way we get to Ishgard and Kurth's Blast, which is unfortunate, but somewhat expected. Alright, you need to go away, Gastornis. There we go, goodbye. And hello. Oh, you got double for us. Let's do behind enemy lines first. Yes. The uneasy air about Lanier can only mean trouble. Sator, I wish to speak with you regarding a rather urgent matter. We were recently attacked by a band of Vanu. They struck without warning, making off with weaponry and armor from our storehouse. A small unit, led by Lieutenant Teramio, was tasked with retrieving our stolen arms, but we have not received word from them since. I fear they may have fallen prey to the Vanu. I could think of no one more able to aid them, so I ask that you find them and see to their safety. Lieutenant Teramio planned to take his men to Vundu Okbendu to begin their search. Make your way there and see what you can find. Okay, we've got a trek ahead of us then. Like I said, I want Clipped Wings to be the last thing we do since it's a blue quest. And if it does have any follow-up, we'll deal with it then. But I honestly thought Behind Enemy Lines would be the follow-up to Clipped Wings because Behind Enemy Lines wasn't on our recommendations. So hey, maybe Clipped Wings will just be a solo quest. Fair enough. I guess I don't need to be coy. There is a tendency for Ether Current quests, blue quests that lead to Ether Currents, to also lead to quest lines which end eventually in unlocking a society quest line. So like A Realm Reborn, we had the Ixal Society, we had the Kobold Society, etc., etc. Definitely from Stormblood on, but possibly from Heavensward on, I believe the blue quests for Ether Currents tend to be prerequisites to unlocking those. But we will get to all that in due time. We have a B rank hunt mark up ahead. Hello, Squonk. Goodbye, Squonk. Alright, all the way over to Vundu Okbendu. Let's see. We want to head north, and then take an east once we're up near the top of this hill. Oh, none of the map for Vundu Okbendu actually got unlocked while we were in the solo duty. Fair enough, I guess that's just how it works. Solo duties don't unlock the map, but unfortunate. Because we did travel quite a ways up into there. Okay, well, we're almost there. Our trek is finally coming to an end. Where are those Rose Knights? Gosh, I hope they don't make us shuttle back and forth between here and Camp Cloudtop. That would be unfortunate. Are you all right? Who goes there? Ha! You've been sent by Lady Lanier? The null is not yet lost. You must hurry to Lieutenant Teramio. He's gone beyond the bridge, deeper into Vanu territory. Please hurry after him before it's too late. Alright, you stay safe. I will go get the lieutenant. And yeah, you're gonna be hunting us down. I should have stayed on my mount, actually. Yeah, you just keep following me. Oh, yeah, I should have stayed on my mount. Oh, dear. It's fine, it's fine. We'll just rush through, and anyone still following us, we'll kill when we get there. Hey, Terramio, I'm luring a whole bunch of enemies right to your hiding spot. I'm sure this is a wonderful thing that I'm doing. Oh, hey, they actually left me alone. 7 hells, is there no end to them? Ah! Oh, don't scare me like that. I take it Lady Lanier sent you. Satora, is it? Well, Satora, we have quite a mess on our hands. Not only are our weapons still in the hands of those beaked bastards, but my men have been scattered. It won't be easy, but we've got to regroup and see this mission through. Alright, let's see what we can do. Terramio is gravely concerned for the well-being of his subordinates. We did well to drive the Vanu back, but we vastly underestimated their numbers. What's more, they replenished their ranks faster than we can put them down. And because of our carelessness, 3 of my subordinates were cut off and scattered before making it back. I fear before long the Vanu will have them. I need you to find them and instruct them to retreat back beyond the bridge. So long as they make it this far, I will see to it that they are safe. Okay, let's go track them down. 3 of them? All right in this area at least, so we don't have to search too far and wide. Any down here? None spotted. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Are you gonna come all the way? Nope. Alright, let's get you out of here. An adventure? What are you doing out here? So the lieutenant would have us withdraw. I suppose the supplies will have to wait. Oh goody, we lost supplies too. I mean, your lives are more important, but that is unfortunate. Okay, who next? We got one up here. Let's get you out of here. Ah, please don't frighten me like that. What? In order for the lieutenant to withdraw? Understood. Alright, you get to safety. I'll get the last of your comrades. I want to say it's going to be over on this side. Am I incorrect? There's Terramio. Ah, there you are. How did I miss you? They'll never find me up. Retreat back beyond the bridge? In order I'm only too happy to follow. Alright, that is everybody out of here. Hey, Lieutenant, you could have just shouted up the cliff and they would have heard you. Well done, Satora, well done indeed. I dare not think what would have become of my subordinates and myself had you not come along. At last I can breathe easier, if only for a moment. Though nothing would make me happier than a return to Camp Cloudtop and put this all behind us, there is still work to be done. I trust I can count on your continued support. Of course. What else do you need from me? One last quest before we're done here. Terramio has the look of a man who hates unfinished business. Your assistance has been more than anyone could ask for, but there is yet work to be done. We did not come here simply to be simply driven back out. Nay, we must take back the stolen weapons and armor. I will create a diversion to draw what attention I can from the Vanu nearby. While they're distracted, I need you to retrieve them. Right, that was mentioned. Lady Lanier did mention that. The entire reason for this mission was to get those stolen supplies back. That's what the soldier was mentioning. Alright then, let's go grab those supplies and get the heck out of here. As deep as we can into enemy territory. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh yeah, the weapons are just scattered all over the place. This will be easy. Ha! They really just keep giving up right at the last moment. Oh, that's funny. Okay, you're not going to give up if you spot me, so let's just deal with you now. Okay, clear. Grab that armor. And then, uh-oh, we are under attack. We've been spotted. Let's see. where's the last? Over there. I see it just behind that pillar on our right. Try not to get spotted so we can make this a nice and easy recovery. Okay, let's report back to the lieutenants and then get all the way back to Camp Cloudtop. Alright, Lieutenant, please tell me you got yourself back across the bridge so you're safe. Okay, yeah, looks like everyone made it back across the bridge. Good, good, good. I appreciate them realizing it's no use chasing me. They're not gonna catch me. Alright, everyone has escaped. Good to see, good to see. Let's check in with everyone. We owe much more to your aid. Please see the weapons and armor safely to Lady Lanier. Thank you, Adventure. We will not tarry long, but please go on ahead. Lady Lanier is sure to be waiting. I feel I owe you my life, Adventure. Lady Lanier will be overjoyed to see the equipment return to Camp Cloudtop. Everything appears to be accounted for. Words fail to express my gratitude, Satora. Our equipment, and perhaps even my subordinates, would be lost to the Vanu if not for your aid. Pray return to the Rose House and deliver them to Lady Lanier. It is only fitting that she should receive them from you. We will return in due time when my men have recovered their strength. Sounds good. Also, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be that mean to you, but kind of embarrassing that one adventure took care of what 5 Rose Knights could not. Y'all did not do great here, honestly. I think you need to get a little bit more training and get a little bit more organized. Something went wrong here. I imagine you're going to be debriefing and figuring out what went wrong, but something has gone wrong here. One adventure did what 5 of you could not. Granted, I did it by being a coward and running from every single fight until the Vanu gave up. I have a huge advantage of the Vanu are not that motivated to chase me. Maybe you dress in adventurer clothing? Maybe that works? Alright, Lady Lanier, I bring to you a wonderful little delivery. I am sure you will be delighted. Alright, Gallicat, back off. There we go. Ah, Satora, you've returned. What of the equipment and the search party? All is safe. You never fail to impress, my friend. I see the others are not yet fit to travel. No matter, I take solace in knowing they're no longer in harm's way. And yet, the Vanu's recent fixation on Ishgardian weaponry still concerns me. With but a weak grasp of metallurgy, I can only surmise that they crave more advanced weaponry to oppose us. It may finally be time to strengthen security here at Cloudtop. Our duty is to keep watch for Dravanian activity, after all. We can ill afford to be distracted by the Vanu. In any event, I was right to call upon your help. Thank you again for everything. Yeah, of course, I am very happy to help. Alright, last quest in Camp Cloudtop for now. From Lanier, we have Clipped Wings. Lanier seeks an adventure with a delicate touch, and we're getting an ether turn for it. Excuse me, Satora, a moment of your time, if I may. I recently received a special request for assistance with zoological research, but am at a loss as to how to fulfill it. Are you familiar with Gallicats? They bear a striking resemblance to kittens, but with wings. An acquaintance of mine is writing an article on their physiology and requires a sample of their wings for her work. Their sweet appearance belies a rather nasty temperament, and if it were simply a matter of slaying them, I would handle it myself. The problem, however, is that taking a proper sample requires a delicate touch. A certain finesse that is beyond the capabilities of my men and myself. Because they are so fragile, you may not obtain a proper sample from the first you fell. But I have no doubt that a woman of your talents can procure a wing of immaculate quality. I realize this is a rather personal request, but I would be forever in your debt. Alright, I suppose this one does not tie into unlocking any society quests. Sometimes the Ether Current quests do, sometimes they don't. It might actually not start till Stormblood. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I do know that it's something they start doing at some point. Alright, let's get ourselves an untorn Gallicat wing. How many is it gonna take? That's 1. Here's number 2. Let's get out our Chocobo. Hello there, Juniper. Help us fight it just a little bit faster. Did not get it on the second one. Alright, we'll have to go for a third then. As soon as this Gastornis is dead. There we are. Alright, Gallicat, your turn. You're number 3. How many will it take? Don't you meow at me. Oh, that's a really sad noise. Alright, took 3 Gallicats to get the wing. Really? That's it? I'm a little surprised. I'm not gonna complain. I'm just used to later expansions, Ether Current quests are a little bit more involved. At least in terms of the story. Okay, get rid of you, then we'll turn in the wing, and then we'll be done with side questing for today. How fair is your search? I realize obtaining an undamaged Gallicat wing is no easy feat. I was able to get one. My, what an extraordinary find. I am pleased to see your persistence has paid off. With this, she can resume her work on Cloudkin. Ah, how forgetful of me not to mention it sooner. This symbol is meant for... Oh no. I don't remember the name, but I do remember the magazine. At Talone, the renowned naturalist. She's hard at work at a new article for new Eorzean Geographic and requested a sample be delivered with the utmost haste. Yeah, it's almost certainly her. You can be sure she will hear it has the incomparable Satora Lancy who had made possible her latest work on Cloudkin. She won't recognize the name. She will recognize me if you describe me as assistant number... What number was it? 900 something? 666? 42? I don't know. Hang on, I'm gonna go double check that I have the right person. I'm 90% sure. She should be hanging out just up here. No, it's Marsette's. Okay, they must be colleagues then. Well, thank goodness I wasn't helping out Marset. Like I said, I wasn't sure on the name, I did recognize the magazine. Alright then, with that, that is all the quests available to us in the Sea of Clouds for now. We still have a few that we want to take care of here in Ishgard, and there's of course a batch that opened up in the Curth's Western Highlands, but we will get to those in due time. For now, next time on Final Fantasy XIV... I believe we are getting back to the main story as we continue our search for Lady Iceheart so we can possibly parlay and see about delaying the Dravanian assault on Ishgard. I will see everyone next time for that.